The East is in pure chaos mode. Some teams are praying to the lottery gods, some are stuck in gap years, and a few are gearing up to steal the conference crown. I've sorted all 15 teams into tiers, from no chance to legit favorites, and I'm calling my shot on how the 2025-26 Eastern Conference will unfold come April, May, and June. Buckle up because this is going to be a wild NBA season. Now, without further ado, let's get started. The first tier is the praying to the lottery gods. Let's start with number 15, the Brooklyn Nets. They are in full asset grab mode. This is the last year they have full control of their first round pick, and it's clear they plan on using it. They have tons of assets and will probably try and get more, all with the focus of not winning this season and the lottery gods blessing them. Number 14 is the Washington Wizards. I sneakily really like what they're doing. They're taking chances, grabbing young cheap talent and surrounding them with professional vets. They may be a team of third options and role players, or one of them could pop and become much more. Either way, they have a direction, a plan, and they are executing it. The last team in this tier is the number 13 team, the Charlotte Hornets. This whole situation is based on LaMelo Ball. He either evolves and becomes a legit lead guard you can build around, or he stays a social media darling who doesn't really affect winning. In my honest opinion, this is the make or break year for him because their young players beside him are really good and the Hornets can't wait around forever. Now, that's the basement. So let's climb one floor to the next tier, play-in hopefuls. Number 12 is the Toronto Raptors. They are an expensive combo of players that on paper do not go together. If everything works out and everyone has great years, they are maybe the 9th or 10th best team in the conference. I might be proved wrong, but I doubt it. At number 11, forever pissing off their diehard fans, the Chicago Bulls. They have two players I absolutely love in Josh Giddey and Modest Buzelis, and two role players I really like in Ayo Dosunmu and Kobe White. But everything surrounding that is just not good. They have made bad move after bad move for years, leading me and their fans just asking for competence. It's a sad state of affairs for a team who could be really, really good with those four players in this East. Now, next up, we have two teams stuck in a holding pattern in the gap year tier. Number 10 is the Indiana Pacers. Last season was awesome. They made the finals and had the upper hand in Game 7 when disaster struck. Losing their heart and soul in Tyrese Halliburton is awful. But this team still has talent. They are deep, they play hard, and they play extremely well together. In this weakened Eastern Conference, they will probably still make the playoffs, but there's zero chance at doing any damage until their dude comes back. Now, living in the exact same situation is the number 9 team, the Boston Celtics. Losing their dude in Jason Tatum overshadowed how bad they played against the Knicks in the playoffs. Then they dismantled their team this offseason and are trying to rebuild on the fly. Honestly, even if Tatum was healthy, they would have done something similar this offseason. The only reason they are above the Pacers here is they are much more willing to spend a ton of money to win. From teams in wait and see mode to teams with big names and even bigger question marks, this tier is lurking giants or implosion waiting to happen. Number 8 is the Miami Heat. Their game is big fish hunting. Stay relevant, acquire and develop talent, then pounce when that star is ready. They did it with Shaq, then with LeBron and Bosh, and again with playoff Jimmy, so the question is, who's next? Until that time comes, they will be tough to play night in, night out with no real chance at a title. Coming in at number 7 is the biggest question in the entire NBA, the Philadelphia 76ers. If all goes right, I honestly believe this team can be holding the Larry O'Brien Trophy in June. The only problem is, there's just very little chance that it all goes right. I do think they will be better than what most people think. Tyrese Maxey is elite, Jared McCain is a top-notch young player, and VJ Edgecombe is going to shock some people as a rookie. But this team will only go as far as Joel Embiid and Paul George takes them, and can Embiid stay healthy and is Paul George good anymore? Only time will tell. The last lurking giant has the chance to do something we haven't seen since 2011. At number 6 is the Milwaukee Bucks. As Giannis showed in Eurobasket this summer, he is nowhere near slowing down. He is going to come in ready to show the NBA he is still a top 2 to 3 player on the planet. His team didn't really improve much, but they did mix things up enough to draw some intrigue. So can Giannis pull a 2011 Dirk and carry a team to the title, or will this all blow up and he'll one out? The next three teams think they can crash the party, but can they really? The next tier is the challengers. For number 5, let's head down south to the Atlanta Hawks, arguably the best offseason in the whole NBA. Adding Kristaps Porzingis and Nickeil Alexander-Walker without touching any of their young core was brilliant. Two questions will affect how this team ends up though. Will Jalen Johnson continue the breakout he started last season before getting hurt? And if that is the real Johnson, then the Hawks have a budding star on their team. The other question is Trae Young. Last year was his best as an all-around team player. Can he keep growing, be more of a playmaker and secondary option to lead this young talented team, or will he revert back to being a shoot-first ball-dominant player? If last year was a sign of what's to come, this team can make the finals. Now let's head up to the Motor City and number 4, the Detroit Pistons. My love for this team is plastered all over this channel. Cade Cunningham is a dude, Jalen Duren is a future all-star, and Jaden Ivey and Ausar Thompson are elite in their roles. This team has everything an Eastern Conference champion needs. I can't wait to see this team take an even bigger step forward than they did last season. Now for my leading challenger, the number 3 Orlando Magic. I have them ahead of the Pistons, but it's not by much. They are very similar in my opinion. Both have dudes, both have an elite defense, and first-time all-stars that are ready to explode with young star role players. I have Orlando slightly ahead because they have more help around their dude. Adding Desmond Bane for basically nothing was perfect. His fit will be seamless. Franz Wagner proved he is a top 3 two-way wing in the world during Eurobasket. Even if his shot doesn't pop, he's a better second option than anyone in Detroit, and I haven't even mentioned their leader Jalen Suggs and his ascension last season. If any team can take down the top 2, it's the Magic. All that leads to the top shelf of the East, the favorites. At number 2, I have the Cleveland Cavaliers. On paper, this should be the best team in the conference. They are deep, play elite defense, and have 4 all-star level players. But I just can't get there with them. I like their 4 all-stars, but I don't like them together. Donovan Mitchell is miscasted as a dude, Jarrett Allen should be with lead guards wanting to throw alley-oops all day long, and Darius Garland is better on ball but is forced off ball with Mitchell. Then there is Evan Mobley. He is really good.
Decisions when Evan picks up that ball, what are they going to do? Mobley with the rejection. The Bucks bench wants goaltending. We play on. Mobley through trap to the basket.
But I think he is suffering from too high of expectations. I see exactly what he was last season. All-star, all-defensive first team, and a somebody's gotta win defensive player of the year being who he is. I just don't ever see a lead offensive player in him, either as an elite scorer like Paolo or an offensive hub like Jokic, and that's okay. The player he is now is awesome, and every team in the league would love to have him. But this team needs another step from him, and I just don't think it's there. This will be an elite regular season team, but I have serious doubts when the playoffs start. Which leads me to my favorite to win the Eastern Conference, the number 1 overall New York Knicks. If the Hawks had the best offseason in the East, I think the Knicks had the second best. First off, the change in coaching was much needed. I think Tom Thibodeau is a good coach, but he's limited. I watched him firsthand destroy one of my all-time favorite players in Joakim Noah. He ran that Derrick Rose Noah era team into the ground, to the point that Rose, Noah, and Luol Deng's career were pretty much over after that. And he was doing the same thing in New York. Bringing in Mike Brown may be the single biggest acquisition of the offseason. Pair that with bringing in proven vets like Gershon Yabusele and Jordan Clarkson is huge for this team. I think they have the best starting 5 in the whole Eastern Conference, and if Mike Brown can open up the offense and keep the starters' minutes low so they can be healthy and fresh in the playoffs, this team is much more dangerous. As they showed in rounds 1 and 2 last season, when you have a certified dude in Jalen Brunson, you can win any game and any series. Just get him there healthy and they can win it all. That's how I see the East shaping up, from the teams praying to the lottery gods to the true favorites everyone is chasing. Can one of the challengers crash the party? Which lurking giant will implode? How fast will the bottom 3 start playing for lottery balls instead of wins? We'll find out soon enough. For deep dives on 2 of those challengers, check out my Orlando Magic and Detroit Pistons videos and how both teams are becoming major problems for the Eastern Conference. And if you like that video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe and turn on that notification bell too. It really does help the channel grow and it helps us reach more NBA fans just like you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.